Well, welcome back, and look at this beautiful day right here. It's going to be a beautiful sunset today. Look how clear those skies are. And of course, you know, since it's sunset, we have a new project to work on. Here. I gotta get you turned around here. There we go. And yeah, let's head over to the new project. And I know it's been a little bit since we had a new project, so I figured it was time. And this one came up, and it was just, you know, it was a good deal, so I took it. It doesn't run at the moment. It did run not that long ago, so we don't have too much to do to it, just a little bit of tinkering. And excuse me, it's cold today. It's like 35 right now, and it's been snowing off and on, but like not enough to stick. But like at night it's been getting to like 24. Oh man, it's been chilly around here this last week. In fact, when I towed this thing home, there was a lot of snow coming down. It wasn't sticking that night. That night it was pretty warm, but the snow was coming down mixed with rain, and it was pretty fun as far as, you know, towing hundreds of miles in the snow and rain can be. But anyway, we're gonna get over there in a second. I don't know why I started way over there. Yep, it's just we're almost there. Don't worry. You know, I wanted the good shot over there, because from over here it doesn't look that nice as it does over there. Yeah. Going into the shadow of the trees here. Yeah. All right. It's right here. So what we got here is one of the, I don't know, probably one of the most iconic trucks there is. They're everywhere. There's literally millions of these things on the road. Everybody knows them. Everybody loves them. It's got its own meme. It's a second-rated truck in the U.S. As far as this size. That is because it is a little truck. It's not one of the big trucks. So without further ado, our new project, it is Ford Ranger. This is a 1994. This one just happens to be an XLT. It says right there under the Ranger. It is maroon, just like Hank's. It is the 4x4 with the fancy factory aluminum wheels. And this is a pretty neat little truck. Like I said, it doesn't run at the moment, but it did run not that long ago. Probably 2-3 months. So, you know, not years like some of the other stuff. All right, so let's talk about condition of the truck a little bit. So first off, you might notice that, I don't know what you would notice first. This, or this, that doesn't match that. I guess I'll start with this. And that is, if you notice the paint is flaking here and back here. I think what has happened is the paint flaked here and then somehow got through the regular, you know, the clear coat has flaked over here and then somehow got through the paint. I'm not sure. Maybe there was an adhesive there that pulled the paint off. Like, that's not like, I don't know. I have no idea what has happened there. I'm also not sure what we're going to do about that. I might just leave it. I don't want to try to paint match this. I don't know what I'm going to do. This doesn't match that, but it's back here in the bed. So is the driveline, because I towed it. Towed it with the dolly. Let's get it home. So there's the missing one. Have no idea what happened to that tire, or if that tire's any good. It might have just been flat. We'll try to put some air in it, see what happens. Oh, and then the other thing you might have noticed is there's this bag over the window. The windows are electric windows, as you will see by those buttons right there. I've never had one of these that had electric windows, by the way. They've all been roll-ups. Some moisture has gotten in it. Not too much. So it smells okay in here. It's not like the worst smell, but it's not the best smell. It definitely needs to be aired out. So the reason why it doesn't run at the moment is the keyhole is jacked up right there. So that's going to be the first thing we fix. And I've already got it. It's on the floor or something. It's in here somewhere. But yeah, that's the first thing we're gonna fix, and then we're gonna see if there's anything mechanically wrong with it, and then start working on, you know, little things here and there. The windshield is broken, you know, just like every single car I've ever owned ever. Not gonna replace that, just gonna leave that. It's kind of, I don't know, I guess that's my signature or something. There's this thing, it's got this on it, which I'm not sure what this is. Let's see, what else? Found this in here. What is this? Oh, I thought I knew what this was, but now looking at it, it's just, yeah, no clue. Don't know what that is. And you may have noticed the strap across the hood, and that is, let us take the strap off. And I'll show you what we got under there. So the strap is there because the hood latch is not latching for some reason. I don't know why. It looks like everything's there. It might be missing a bolt or something, but you know, didn't want this to. Why am I? Come on, it should be. What is going on here? This is. Oh, why? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this. Let me put this down real quick. Use that right here, real quick, and now I can. All right, why is it sticking with the? Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so here we go. Under here, the hood latches. I don't know. There's something funky. See, I think it's just like missing. It's missing something. We'll figure that out. And so what we got here is the what are they? The SOHC, yeah, single overhead. Yeah, single. It's the pre-SOHC 4.0 Colin motor, built in Colin, Germany. All right, well, I'm back. Camera battery died last night. It didn't charge up, or by the time it charged up, it was already too dark to come back out here. So I don't know how much I got. So I guess I'll start over. Okay, so this is the 4.0, says right there. I don't know much about these. I think I've had one of these before, but I don't remember. It looks, I mean, it looks fine to me. It has a missing dipstick. Let's check this. It's got power steering. Come on. There we go. And it is, I think that's, yeah, that is completely empty. Can't even, nothing. Okay, let's check the brakes. That is also completely dry. Yeah, this is gonna, why did I buy this? Okay, we got a battery. Is there a date code on it? No. Oh wait, right there. 221. What year is it? It's 223, literally right now. So what is that? 2 years? So that might be good. It might be a good battery. All right, let's see what we got in here. That's rusty. That's nice. Oh my goodness, I might have way more cut out for me than I thought. So all that looks just great. And where is the transmission stick? Well, good, there's fluid in that, so that makes me happy. All right, let's check out the back. Looks like we've got a tailgate, a bumper, and a ball. Oh, that's loose. We have, looks like a nice little leak. I tore my glove already. Looks like we got a nice little leak right there. Looks like we got drum brakes. That side looks pretty dry. Doesn't look like it's leaking. This side looks like it's pretty dry. Doesn't look like it's leaking. We'll check those anyway. I always like to check the brakes. Let's see, under there, everything looks okay. All right, let's go check the front end. All right, so from up here, looks like we got a grill, headlights, bumper, and a Valiance. All right, first thing I want to check is this radiator, because it was empty. So this is the bottom of the radiator right here. All right, that's where the radiator goes in, but it looks like it's nice and dry. Looks like we got, oh, the power steering pump right here is all kinds of leaky. I don't know what we'll do about that, if anything. Look at that front end. Isn't that something? This is one of those like split axle thingies. So like in the 70s, when they had I can't remember what they're called, but each side had an arm that attached over here. So this is the same thing, only in 4-wheel drive. So for the driver's side, this is the driver's side suspension arm, but since it's 4-wheel drive, that's the, you know, the pumpkin, whatever, you know, where the gears are. And then for the passenger side, it attaches under there and then goes this way, and you can see the axle, the actual drive axle right there. Kind of a pretty cool design. I don't know how, like, you know, dependable they are, or like, anyway, it's a neat design. Looks like the pan right there is pretty, as far as what I can see, pretty dry. It doesn't look like any like oil leaks or anything. And oh, it's got disc brakes. That's cool. I think it's time to see if we can get this thing started. So before we go any further, I walked over to the barn and I found a dipstick, because there's a Jeep motor in the barn that I don't think is ever gonna get worked on. We'll see one day. It's not mine, it belongs to somebody else. But it had a dipstick, and I just want to see if there's at least something in here. There we go. All right, get that in there, and well, there's definitely something in there. You know, I don't know how long this thing is compared to an actual Ranger one. Smells okay. Smells good. Smells like oil, maybe a tiny bit of gas. Just keep this in here, just keep that hole plugged, and then we will get one when we go to the junkyard. Next step is to get the key changed over. So let's start on that. All these lens flares. And JJ Abrams is jealous right now. So, found out that this is a tilt wheel, so that's cool. To change one of these, first got to take the plastic off the you know, this thing, the steering wheel surround thing, the shaft. Got to uncover the shaft. Need a screwdriver. I probably don't have the proper kind of screwdriver. That is not going to work. I have a flathead. Did I think I had enough to pack a Phillips? Is there a Phillips? Mr. Phillips. Oh, I think there's a stubby flathead as well. Okay. Let's see, what else? Oh, what is this? That's a Phillips. Is it? Oh, it will fit. Okay, cool. Amazing shot right there, I tell you what. So I think there's only 2 screws. All right. That visit gets caught on something. There we go. All right, now this top should come up. There we go. All right, so generally on these, there's some kind of a security button that when you turn the cylinder, you know, is it this way or this way? One of the ways, there's a spot that it gets to, that there's like a little window that you push in with like a little needle, or like a little screwdriver or something, and then it locks everything into place. I'm not sure where it's at on this one. You know, I have done one of these in a Ranger before, but that was a couple years ago. So I have to figure out how to turn that or drill it out. I don't want to drill it out, but I mean, we can if we want. We can if we have to. We will if we have to. All right, so first off, will a screwdriver do it? No. A screwdriver will not do it. There are instructions? Well, look at that. There are instructions. See figure 29. Oh, it's down there. Where's it at? There it is. Yeah, that's got to be it. Okay. We are going to brute force it through the keyhole, which I don't really want to do, but it can be done. Look at cheap gloves, man. All right, so start small. I broke it. The key here is to not break the drill bits. So the key here is you only have to go as far as that thing is. Yeah, I think I'm there. It just needs a punch. I think I've lost my multi-tool forever, which is fine. Oh, there we go. Come on now. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Got that done. Whew. And we didn't damage the casing at all. That is nice. Well, there it is. Wow, you could have been helpful just like 3 minutes ago. So once you get the old cylinder out, it is literally as easy as push it in. There we go. That's it. Let's get a battery hooked up to it and see if we can start it. All right, got a battery over here hooked up. Got a, look at it, it's got lights. All right, so I did notice that there's this in here for some reason. So we will probably be dealing with that at some point. Oh, there are no brakes. Look at that. All right, let's get the pilot running. Please don't look at how dirty this car is. I know it needs another good clean. All right, let's give it just a second here. All right, so it's still charging, and I wanted to see if the window would roll up. And so looks like we'll be taking off this door panel and learning how to fix the thingy. But I can push it up. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Okay. Looks like we're gonna leave that down for now. All right, let's try this. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Doesn't sound too bad. Smells like exhaust. It doesn't smell weird, or it is really cold out here. In fact, I just went and grabbed my hat. We'll see what happens with that. That does look kind of, but we'll let it warm up. Let's see what happens. Looks like the volts look good, but it's also hooked to the pilot right now. Temp is already half warm. Okay. Fuel is empty. The temp. Wait. What is that? Oh, that's oil pressure. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. What happens if we rev it a little bit? No change. Oh, the RPM gauge doesn't work. That's a bummer. All right, how many miles does it say? 157,000 miles. Not bad. I don't see it. There's no like obvious signs of leaking. All right, let's see what happens when we shut the Honda off. See if the alternator is good. Oh hey, this light just came on. Nice. See the alternator seems to be good. Both of these are going to need to be cleaned pretty bad. We'll get to that. That's all going to be in the fun little stuff. What is that? Did I do that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Well, good. There's fluid in that. I think that was already there. Check the temp. I don't think that temp gauge works. I don't think any of the gauges work, honestly. Does the radio work? Heater works. Cool, radio works. The light came on. I can hear a clicking in the engine compartment. Okay, let's see if it'll go into gear. Oh yeah, shit. The driveline's off. I forgot. At least part of it's off. Oh, I hope that didn't hurt anything. Okay, well, I'm definitely not crawling under this thing tonight to do that because it's getting cold. The ground is going to be cold, and it gets dark out. There's no lights out here. Anyway, so we got it running. Seems to be doing fine. It goes into gear. We have a nice list of stuff we need to take care of. So first thing tomorrow, I'm going to be putting that driveline on there. Going to throw some stuff in here, and we'll go from there. But I don't know. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm excited to get it going. Let's take a little commercial break, because that's what we do in these YouTube thingies, and that's how I can make money sometimes. By the way, if y'all would like to donate to this channel, there is a PayPal link down in the description somewhere, wherever it's at. So if you'd like to help me with this stuff, then just click on that little link. $5, $1, $2, 50 cents helps me with all this stuff. All the money goes directly to the cars. It doesn't go anywhere else. All right, commercial. All right, next day, here we are back at the truck again, and it snowed. It was snowing earlier. It didn't stick really. It's a little warm for that. But it is cold out here, so I waited, and of course, it's kind of afternoon now. But I think I have everything to get that driveline back in there. I already ripped my glove. If anybody knows, like, good quality gloves, because I keep buying different brands and stuff, and they all are just, I haven't even used these yet. Anyway, so I've got, I think, everything I need to get that driveline in there, and this thing should start, and we should be able to drive it. So let's get under there, see what we can do. And I do have the truck in neutral. This doesn't have a grease fitting, so I guess we're not going to grease the U-joint. But I will put some extra grease in there. And then over here, I wire wheeled the bolts, so I'm going to clean up the holes for the bolts over here. And then we are going to Loctite them and then torque them down. And I guess I'll do that first. I always like to keep get my threads clean. Clean hole's a happy hole. I don't know what kind of coating is on the end of this thing. Like some kind of Teflon coating or what? If anybody knows, tell me down in the comments. I'm curious. It's really like smooth. Make a mess. Get it all in the splines and stuff. That's a tight hole. Oh my goodness, it won't even go on the boot. I think I'm gonna clip this off. There we go. There we go. You just see that squish out? Oh, that was nice. There we go. All right, so I didn't mark this when it came off. I'm hoping it doesn't matter too much. All right, we got got some nice new thread locker. Oh no. This might be a walk back to the... I picked the red thread locker because it matches the color of the truck. But I think I'm gonna have to walk all the way back to the barn and get the blue stuff. I'm bummed out. It's not gonna match. All right, I'm back with the blue. Apparently this stuff is medium strength. Also, this is gel. I kind of like the gel. All right, right there. So this stuff, these bolts did have thread locker on them before. And, you know, it's that real thick factory stuff. I'm thinking they need to have thick stuff on them now. That's why I'm putting so much on. I mean, it can't hurt, right? Ah, there we go. It's okay. Let's see if it will start. Oh, the light came on. It's hailing. I wonder if it's out of gas. Huh. I wonder if it's bad gas, old gas. All right, so got some water in there, and I don't know if that's like corrosion or if that's like, it might be stop leak. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, well, we ran out of gas, or we got bigger problems than I thought. I'm hoping that we ran out of gas. I went to the store, got some gas. Well, I tried to go to the store, and then I realized when I was there that I forgot my wallet. So I came back, then went and got gas. Blasted Chuck Mangione the whole time. It was a nice drive. It's getting cold. It needs to be jumped. All right, here we go again. All right, there's definitely something going on with the cooling system. That is, I don't know what that is. But, let's get it warmed up, see what happens. This thing keeps foaming up on me. It also keeps stopping on me. And it'll run for a little bit. It runs kind of rough, like it's misfiring and stuff. And then it'll just cut out. I don't think it's overheating. I really want to know what this is. This looks like stop leak stuff. God, it's cold in there. Why is it cold in there? I don't see any water leaking from anywhere. And the check engine light keeps coming on. Right. Yeah, it keeps doing that to me. Like it gets warm and then it doesn't want to run anymore. Basically what I'm saying is I don't know what's going on. Could be a couple of things. Could be the MAF. Oil's good. It does smell like gasoline in the oil. That definitely needs to be changed. Tonight I'm gonna do some research. Enough for tonight. I'm cold. My nose is running. Okay, so overnight I gave it a lot of thought. But as the more I was thinking about it, it wasn't running long enough to get to operating temperature. So if it was overheating, it's not running long enough to overheat to shut down. That's kind of what I was thinking in my head. So this morning I actually started up, ran it for a bit, tried to get it up to operating temperature, see how warm it would get. And by the time it shuts off, it's not getting to operating temperature. So it's not overheating. So I was thinking about this thing and I unplugged it and it runs fine. It runs, well, I mean, it runs a little wobbly, not so smooth, but it runs without the mass airflow sensor being plugged in. So I think it needs a new mass airflow sensor. Oh, and the water's not going down anymore. I think maybe I just didn't have the system filled up all the way. So now when it starts, it does run rough, but I had it sitting here for 20 minutes at least. Oh, the battery's not hooked up. Woo! I think the longest I've had it running for so far is 45 minutes. It never overheated. It does run rough like this, but again, I think that's because of that mass airflow sensor. So I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do that because they close in like 45 minutes. So today we're just gonna work on fidgety little bits. For one, we got this thing, and we got this thing. I'm gonna put this on first before I put this on, because this is gonna restrict the window's movement just a little bit. And so the problem with the old one is these teeth up here are broken, so it wouldn't roll. Once it was down, it wouldn't roll up because it would get to these broken teeth, and it just, the gear would go, and then it wouldn't do anything. Also, the arm that actually rolls the window up is broken, which I find hilarious. In fact, it's still in the track up here. Yeah, look at that. The arm's actually broken. I've never seen one do that. I've seen them get all kinds of bent and stuff. Then the track, somebody put a bolt in the track so the window would only go down so far, which is also really funny. I think I figured out what's wrong with this. So this little collar right here has threads that thread onto, the little box inside there. And that's what keeps this in place. And if you look at this one, it looks like those threads are broken. So we got to pop this whole trim off and get that out, and we'll put the new one in, and then this will be fixed. I just lost it. I need to go find bolts for that, and then we'll throw it in there. Here's some video of me getting that out in the junkyard. All right, we are here at the junkyard. Need to get a window regulator. So the regulator is these 4 little rivets, and then this little bolt right there. And the best way that I found to get these rivets out is you pop the inside, and then you just drill that out. And then this little thing, this is the plug-in for the window regulator. And so the way the window regulator works is it's got the little gear, you can see right there, and drives this arm right here. And then this right here is the bottom of the window, and that goes up and down this channel. So to get that out, you have to take this channel out, which is a bolt right there. And then there's one under here. Now it's just finagling your way out of this thing. Mine was a lot easier than that. And there we go. This thing looks nice. All the teeth look nice. Mine was chewed up. Looks correct to me, so I'll take it. Looks like we got a deer gonna be joining us to put this window regulator in. All right, let's get back to work on this. These are the bolts that I have in my bolt drawer right now, so they're like way overkill. This thing is never gonna come out, but you use what you got. At least it's not underkill. Let's go ahead and take this thing out because this is gonna be in the way. Oh, I think this is this is a furniture bolt from a bed from IKEA or something like that. One of those crappy ones. All right, so I'm gonna spray down this little ball. Give it some, yeah, there we go. Just make it nice and easy to maneuver. This actually came out of what I think is a 98 Ranger. It was a Splash, in fact. It's the exact same design except for the motor housing. This one's metal and that one was plastic. Everything else looks to be the same. All right, just lube that one up real quick. Might as well. Well, there, it's in. That part at least. Is it? Is it in? Okay. There it is. Still over there grazing. Alright, then up we go. we have a working driver's window. That's very nice. So I went to the store, got some penetrating spray here. But basically, I'm just gonna spray everything. This mirror won't move at all. And I think it's been in this position for so long that it just doesn't want to move. So we're gonna let this soak for a little bit. Especially when we get this right here. See if this just needs a good lubing. And went to go close the hood, and it closed. It literally just needed lubed. Oh, gentle. Okay, yeah. Push the button, and then the whole pulley thing should come out. Just like that. Yeah, the broken piece is in there. That shouldn't be a problem. Oh, there we go. Headlight goes right in there. Oh, it didn't lock in. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. Well, been to 3 junkyards now. They all have Rangers, but none of them have the right mirror, or all the mirrors are already gone. I think I'm just gonna leave that, put the broken one back on there, and just deal with it for now, and then at some point in the future maybe get one. But I want to put this back together, take it on its first drive, and get it out by the barn so I can start doing the brakes, because I don't want to jack it up out here in this soft dirt, you know. I also ordered a new MAF sensor, so waiting on that, and then we can start working on, you know, it running better and stuff. Almost starts right up. Pedal goes almost all the way to the floor. It's not warmed up at all. But here we go, first drive. I'm just gonna drive it through the field. It's kind of bumpy out here. The tires are, you know, pretty well low, and I really don't want to drive it on the street without brakes. And I really don't want to drive it far without that MAF sensor, because it is running pretty rough. But here we go, first official drive. It's not bad. Feels like it's supposed to feel. So let's go back to the barn. All right, first drive. There's pesticide. Yeah. Whew, that took a while. All right, let's check these things out. That looks really dry. Those looks like it has cracks. The pads look fine. Everything just looks a little bit dirty. This has been out in the open weather. The pads look, oh, they feel fine. They're just rusty from not, I mean, these ridges you can barely feel. Like, you can feel them, but they're not horrible. Okay, let's check the other side. Brake pads on this side look great. The hose on this side is also cracked. And this side is also fine. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice. Very nice. That feels fine. Pads look fine. That might be a little wet. Yeah, that's wet. I think we're gonna have to do at least one cylinder. The e-brake cables look okay. All right, let's check the other side. Oh, this looks better than the other side, honestly. The pads look fine, no leak. I bet you this side's good. We'll take it apart and give it a good cleaning. So I'll get 1 cylinder and 2 brake lines ordered. All right, well, we got the front brakes all cleaned up, new hoses put on, both the hubs and bearing and all that stuff is all cleaned and repacked. It's getting dark tonight. So tomorrow we'll start the backs. Uh-oh. This brake is done. This cylinder was leaking. I thought the other side was the only side that was leaking because this side was so nice and clean when I popped this drum off for the first time. But as soon as I took this stuff apart, fluid started coming out both sides of the cylinder. So the cylinder I ordered, I put on this side. So I have to order the cylinder, another cylinder for this side. Because this side, it's pretty obvious that it's leaking because everything's dirty Well, everything's greasy and oily in here. So now, since we got to wait for that, might as well do the little bits of engine stuff to it. I've got the new MAF sensor and the new temp sensor. We'll throw those on real quick, see if everything's working, and start to flush out that radiator. This thing's getting close to being done. I can't wait. All right, so changing this, and I also cleaned up the spark plugs. The camera battery died, so I decided to just keep going while it charged. It's running so good now. Let's start it up real quick. Starts right up. It idles nice. It's nice and even. It revs up really good. So I think changing that MAF is what it needed. I can't wait to get it on the road, see how that does. Let me shut it off again real quick. All right, so yeah, I cleaned up the spark plugs. None of them were bad. Their gaps were too big. So I just, cleaned them, ran some sandpaper through the gap and then re-gapped them. And I don't know if that was the problem or if it was just the MAF, but it didn't hurt anything. Oh yeah, I also cleaned up the terminals, cleaned them up real nice, replaced the bolt on this one because it just snapped when I tried to take it off, and then coated it with some stuff, the stuff. I also replaced the temp sensor. You can see right there, temp sender, which it's still not working. I tested the wire. If you take the wire and you just jump it to the negative terminal on the battery, then the gauge on the inside will go way over to the side, right? And so it does that, and that means that the wire is good. But for some reason, it's still not working. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I got the wrong sensor or something. I don't know. I still got to get windshield wipers. Don't let me forget. All right, I finally got the last piece. I got the wheel cylinder for this side, and it's sprinkling. It's been like raining on and off all day, but I'm excited. Got to get that changed out, this all cleaned up and re-lubed, and then we're gonna bleed the brakes. And I think I'm just gonna go bump that out real quick, and then we'll get to the bleeding brakes. All right, here we go. All right, we got it all together. I got my bleeding system set up and have done a little bit. I'm gonna get all that nastiness out of there. Totally flush the brakes. And one thing, when you do brake lines, you want to make sure you come check this often, because these have to be put on fairly tight, and those little what are they, brass washers in there that are supposed to squish to make a seal between here and here and here and here. It takes a bit sometimes to make sure that they are on there proper and tight. So I've just been doing, like 2 things of pumping, and then I come and check everything, and then I'll come do 2 things of pumping, then I'll come check everything, and just go slowly. And it doesn't really matter where you start bleeding on these things. I know there's a bunch of talk about it, but you can start on literally any wheel and just go. The big thing is at the end, you go check every corner again. Like, it doesn't matter how good you think you did it, you go check each one. Bleeding can take a long time, so you just take your time, you be patient, because remember, this is the most important fluid in your car. All right, and again. Okay, one more time. All right, let go for a second. All right, and again. All right, one more time. All right, I think this side's done. Huh?
Is it okay to let go?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you're still holding. All right, go ahead. All right, and again. All right, and again. All right, go ahead, let go. All right, go ahead. Ooh, getting close. All right, and again. All right, again. Still getting some air. And again. Pads are moving nicely.
Good.
Yeah, and again. All right, go ahead, take a break. All right, again, and again. Okay, one more time. I just want one more time. The pedal still feels consistent?
Yeah.
All right, the brakes are done. Wheels are back on. Let's see. Oh, I got windshield wipers, and I glued the button for the rear mirror back on. It's a little crooked. We'll let that dry, and then stick that rear mirror back on. So the tire that was flat, it's still flat. It's not holding air, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I don't have the budget for it right now. So this one will be good for a little bit. It's not going anywhere far for a while, but it's looking good. Sitting back down on its wheels for the first time in, I think, a week. I've been doing all this stuff for about a week now. I cleaned it and stuff too, if you can tell. There's another video. Go watch that video. That's a little more relaxing. Probably not as long as this one. I haven't edited it yet. But so now I want to change the oil. I probably should have done it when it was on the jack stands, but you know, I'm kind of excited to see what this stuff looks like. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, it's black. That is black. It's not glittery. It's got a little stuff on the bolt. All right. Whew, it stinks. All right, oil filter, Service Champ. Pretty black. Yeah, it looks good to me. Just old nasty oil. All right, put some oil in it, and let's start it up. See what if it sounds. See what it sounds like. I mean, it shouldn't sound any different, but it might. You never know. All right, here we go. Sounds the same. No clacking or weird stuff. That's good. Check down here. I don't see any leaking. This is just spray that I sprayed the oil that I spilled. But I think we're good. I think it's time. Oh, I gotta torque down the wheels. I haven't torqued down the wheels. Let me do that, and we'll go for a drive. Woo! All right, let's go for a drive. First drive. We're gonna go get on the road this time. It's gonna do fine. I don't hear anything weird yet. Hopefully we won't hear anything weird. Oh, there's a little deer watching us. There's two of them. See them over there? Let's get it out on the road. There's those deer, if you can see them. Yeah, run along, y'all. All right, feels good. Speedometer works. Doing 30. Not bad. 45. Feels like one of the tires might be unbalanced. Probably that spare. Let's see the brakes. Brakes work. Oh yeah, brakes work nice. Slow down nice and you can. Oh, yep, the brakes are nice. I love having good brakes. Wheel's a little crooked. Might need an alignment. That's annoying. Okay, let's see. I think we got up to 45 was the top speed so far. Everything's still feeling nice and satisfying. There's some tires and a generator and some wheels. Interesting. It's running smooth. All right, I'm gonna get out and check wheel temps. All right, not hot at all, that's good. Not hot at all, that's good. The exhaust is smelling good. Not hot at all. Yep, not hot at all. Cool. I just washed this. I'm already gonna have to wash it again. Well, let's take it out on the big road for a second. All right, y'all comfy? All right, out on the big road. It's got some pretty good pickup. It's not the fastest. Here we go, 55, 65. May need to put some more gas in it. I don't know how much is actually in it. I don't know if the gauge works. The temp gauge still isn't working. That's annoying. Gonna have to fiddle around with that. I think this is gonna be a good little commuter truck right here. Man, it brakes real nice. Alright. I love having good brakes. Tell you what. Yep, I do think I'm happy. Oh look, it's another Ford Ranger. All right, so I just checked the fluids, checked the oil, it looks fine. Still the wrong dipstick. The one I got from the junkyard, it doesn't fit down in there for some reason, even though it came out of the same truck. So it just like sits on top of there, and this one like goes down all the way. So I think what I'm gonna do is just use this one, put a mark down at the bottom somehow, probably like grind a little mark. The water looks good. I still wanna, get that running okay. Checked underneath it, nothing's leaking. All the brakes are doing good. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for this video. Took this thing all the way from not running in how many years? Got it running, driving, new brakes, semi tune-up. Let's see, I did clean it up, which is coming in another video. So if you want to see it getting detailed, it's already dirty. If you want to see it getting detailed, be sure to go look for that video. Go check out some of my other videos. It's stuff like this, or even cooler stuff. Sometimes not as cool stuff, but it's all whatever your taste is. But I want to thank you for joining me today in this video. And give a like, give a subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. If you would like to help the channel, there is a PayPal or something down in the description where you can just give me donations. Donations all go to the vehicles. So either tools, supplies, to buy a vehicle itself, that all straight to the vehicles. None of it goes to me. I don't get snacks or nothing when I'm buying stuff for these things. So I want to thank you all. And have a good rest of your day. Oh, don't ignore that shadow. Ignore that shadow. That's bad cameramanship here. I'll go back. All right, there you go. Have a good one. Thank you.